To be frank with you guys, I think the European leaders do not want a permanent ceasefire for Ukraine. They do not want this war in Ukraine to end. Because if they want this war in Ukraine to end, they will not be speaking, they will not become the mouthpiece of Ukraine. And now the European leaders have become the mouthpiece of Ukraine. They are not speaking on behalf of Ukraine, on behalf of Zelensky. You know, ever since Donald Trump became the president of America, he has been trying his best to make sure he put an end to the war going on in Ukraine. I know he promised the world that he's going to end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours when he becomes the president of America. But he has been putting his efforts, he has been trying his best to end the war in Ukraine. But the European leaders, on the other hand, are making things complicated. They are making the process complicated. They are not speaking for Ukrainians. Now, the European leaders are saying that Ukraine's border must not be changed by force. Because Donald Trump has said it that the only way Russia and Ukraine can put an end to this war, the only way Russia and Ukraine can come to a ceasefire, to a permanent ceasefire deal, is that there's going to be a land swapping. But the European leaders are asking Zelensky to refuse. They are asking Zelensky not to accept the ceasefire deal. That means the European leaders do not want this war in Ukraine to end, because that is the only way this war can end in Ukraine. Russia have conquered so many regions in Ukraine. Russia have conquered Donetsk, the eastern part of Ukraine, Luhansk, Zaporizhzhia, and all that. So without that, there is not going to be a permanent ceasefire. The reason why the European leaders do not want a permanent ceasefire for Ukraine is that they are benefiting from this war. They are benefiting from it. They've become the mouthpiece of Ukraine. Ever since Donald Trump paused a military weapon to Ukraine, ever since Donald Trump put a pause to military weapon, sending military weapon to Ukraine, what have the European leaders done? Absolutely nothing. Now that Donald Trump wants to meet with Putin in Alaska this Friday to make a deal, to discuss on how to end this war, they are now showing up. They are not showing concern, as if they care about Ukraine. If they care about Ukraine, why didn't they end the war a long time ago? If they care about Ukraine, why didn't they try their best to end the war in Ukraine a long time? I don't want to talk much on this video. I just want you guys to tell me what you think in the comment section. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow this page for more.